has been over 60, bald, covered in liver spots, and wears a truss.
Sounds good to me.
Well, I used to attract men who were young and active and virile. But now they...
Kind of hard to tell. All I can see is a fedora.
Oh, my God.
Who's that at the door?
It's me, Blanche.
The other side. Move, Rose.
Ma, don't.
I have to, Dorothy.
Ma.
Just give me the gift.
Rose, open your eyes.
Oh, my God, it's a dog! Oh, you gave me a dog!
No, we picked him out down at the shelter. His name is Jake.
Oh, he's a dog.
Gloria, does your luggage have to sit in the middle of the room?
No. It could also roll over and play dead. Something bothering you?
Of course not. What makes you say that?
Do you want to talk about it?
No. Yes. You come here with your limo.
To our home. My kids would have been clear across the country. I couldn't bear to lose them, so I stayed.
Your children are over 30. You're still staying for them?
I couldn't leave it because of all the things we're
Oh,
going
look,
on.
I don't want to hear about it. Oh, my God, I'm storming out to the bathroom.
Will you look at what we have? We make each other happy.
You lied to me. You really think I should do that?
Kick him out. I know it sounds hard and cruel, Dorothy, but I've been reading about that very thing. It's called rough love.
No, I think it's tough love.
Well, see there, now we've both come up with something we ought to try.
Ma and Rose.
Oh, I know it's just a terrible thing to do, and I just feel awful even thinking about it. But Dorothy, let's face it, if we team up with Fred and Willard, we stand a much better chance of winning.
Blanche, I am shocked that you would even suggest such a thing.
Dorothy, your mother and Rose are dead weight. Let us cut them loose before they drag us down.
After you jump, your chute will open automatically and you'll lurch upwards. Unfortunately, not high enough to get back in the plane. Now, all you have to do is relax and enjoy the view. The only thing to remember is when you hit the ground, tuck and roll. Tuck and roll. Say it. Tuck and roll. Someone didn't say
It was our pleasure, Jamie.
See y'all.
Blanche, I love the girls, but they don't seem as old as you said.
It's the lighting.
Charming man.
And so handsome. Oh, as they say in St. Aug, where I can buy the best donuts. Of course something is wrong. Dorothy never came home.
Yes, she did. She's in the kitchen.
All right, spill it. I want details.
Yeah, so do I.
Oh, me too.
Well, there isn't that much to tell. Eddie?
Remember, Dorothy, you need to grab $500 to beat the blue team and get a chance at what's behind the window. Ready? She's all ready to grab that dough!
I did. Oh, are you all right, honey?
I don't know what happened. I just saw stars and blackness. It was like being at the planetarium.
It was the shock of the news.
Oh, I'm sorry,
No,
Blanche.
no, that's quite all right. It was shocking news. I would have fainted myself, only I was afraid I'd fall face down and chip my beautiful teeth.
Get some help, Rose. Blanche, that outfit sure is risque.
Thank you. Would you just check my clasp for me? Now, all I need are those earrings you borrowed from me last week.
Blanche, I put those earrings back in your room.
Oh, no, Rose, not again.
I know I didn't lose them, Blanche.
Rose.
Well, I don't know how you're going to take this, so I'll tell you flat out. There's a lady friend that I've been spending a lot of time with recently.
Oh, do I know her?
Well, I don't think so. Helen and Rooney McCoy introduced me to the widow Spencer at their son's wedding a few months ago.
I'd like to meet her sometime.
Missy, she's going to be here tomorrow evening.
All the day and night time, hear me sigh.
Oh, Stanley Zbornak, I don't believe that you're trying to charm me.
Is it working?
I don't think so.
Then you leave me no choice. I'll have to pull out the big gun.
You're wasting your time, Stanley. I'm familiar with the big gun.
Is it? Where is he?
It's Dr. Bird, the neurologist I saw in New York, the one who told me I was just getting old and to go see a psychiatrist.
Dorothy, don't make a scene.
Order without me.
Well, it's a great idea. The pictures are just an intimate way to let a fella know he's the one and only man in your life. I've done it 20, 30 times.
Oh, Dorothy, how would you feel about a birthday present of a picture of me in sexy lingerie?
You or anybody else. And the sooner you realize that, Rose, the happier we'll all be. Come on, Blanche.
Come on.
I've just had an idea that will change my life. Order anything you like. I'm going to have the shrimp cocktail, the cream of mushroom soup, asparagus with hollandaise sauce, and the filet mignon.
I like cholesterol as much as the next guy, but you're never going to get blood to your feet again.
Atta girl, Rose. You finally got one.
Very nice.
Nice meeting you. Bye-bye.
Yes.
Thanks, Dad.
You know, Dorothy, you don't have to go through with it.
Anyway, this could be kind of important.
What?
Do you remember Mr. Livingston? The guy whose rear end you smacked? Well, my insurance company just called, and the guy is claiming he hurt his back, and he's threatening a lawsuit unless we settle out of court.
Oh, that's terrible.
I know, and I'm the one he's suing because it's my...
Losing weight. Come with me. Remember the first week you were here, we put a mark on the back wall to measure how tall we were? You said they did that at the home to show how your height was declining. Oh, Blanche is right. You are a little bit shorter.
Then you don't have to worry about losing weight.
And you... Yes. But why would you ask me if I live here if you've already...
Rose.
Go easy, Patrick. It's not a toy.
Well, I have to go, but we're still on for tonight.
Oh, you betcha.
Same rendezvous as last night.
10:45, you'll pull your car up behind the...
Dad, because of one little slip disc, Morty has not taken me to the barbecue.
What a shame. You'll miss the foot-stomping version of Sunrise Sunset.
You know, this kind of thing has been happening to me a lot lately, and I think it's because I'm going out with men who are too old for me. In the last year, my average date... No.
You know, it's still pretty windy out there. I'm going to go outside and see if I can get airborne.
Well, I better get going, too.
Hey, come on down here. Let me buy you a drink.
Hey, no. I want to buy her a drink.
Hey, I asked her first.
Come on, boys. I am woman enough for all of you.
This is the point in my dream where I usually wake up screaming. What are you doing here anyway, Dorothy?
Well, I tell like Charlie's Angels.
I have been told I bear a striking resemblance to Miss Cheryl Ladd. Although my bosoms are perkier.
Not even if you were hanging upside down on a...
Get out of here. But Dorothy, he's
A little early, yes, but we're delighted to see him.
Hi, Jonathan.
Hello, Rose. You're looking lovely this evening.
Oh, wait a minute. Rose Nyland, you
You're living in my house.
Sophia, this is my house.
It is? Oh, right. Then let me give you 2 words of advice. Enough wicker.
Angela, I'm sorry.
It's not your fault. I'm calling the airlines. I'm getting the next flight home.
No, please, Angela, please hang up the phone. I don't want you to go like this.
There's nothing left to say.
My mother wants to apologize.
Then why didn't she come in?
She's shy. Damn, I'm good.
You what?
It cost me my entire life savings, but I don't care. I'm gonna sail around the world, and it's all because of you. And I want you to come along with me.
Well, I'm glad you straightened that out. I was beginning to remember writing those letters.
However, and Sunny Pastures is not doing its job. What are we gonna do?
I know what I'm gonna do. Make Sunny Pastures do its job. I'm gonna see the man who runs that place and give him a good what for. I can be pretty mean and pretty tough when I want to be. There's only one thing I'll need.
What, Dorothy?
My mother to come with me.
The newsstand.
What are you talking about?
Don't you notice a difference? Can't you see the glow? Can't you see the light radiating off of me?
Sure, it's the porch light glaring off your head.
I thought I heard a man's voice. Oh, it's you, Stan.
I'm so happy you're all here. I have just had an incredible...
Where is it? Where is it?
It's Dr. Bird, the neurologist I saw in New York, the one who told me I was just getting old and to go see a psychiatrist.
Dorothy, don't make a scene.
Order without me. Doc, don't have your Wait a minute, you have mine.
I gave them to you.
Hold everything. I think my purse is missing, too.
So is mine. Girls, you know what this means? Somebody snuck in here while we were asleep and grabbed our dough.
I know.
Oh, girls, I just had the most disturbing dream.
Oh, what was it?
Well, I was stranded on a desert island with Tom Selleck, Ted Danson, and Steve Gutenberg. 3 men and no baby. They kept passing me around and kissing me and powdering.
1,000 words.
No.
All right, I'll get you a picture. Now move. Hey, that sign says no soliciting. Come back here and I'll blow your head off. Capiche?
I'll get it.
Pussycat, I have another hypothetical.
Honey, maybe your chemistry's just off. Everybody doesn't have to like you.
Oh, yes, they do. Dorothy, you're the smart one, and Blanche, you're the sexy one, and Sophia, you're the old one, and... I'm the nice one. Everybody always likes me.
Dorothy, you just have to believe me.
It's not enough that you have had half the men in Dade County. You have to have everyone else's man. It is pathetic.
I have just never felt so betrayed in all my life. All right, I haven't been a good friend to a lot of people, but I have been a very good friend to you, Dorothy. And you take...
Tell me about it. Frisk me.
Oh, Ma, stop that. What are you doing?
Just frisk me. Frisk me. It's important practice for me if I'm going to prison.
Ma, you are not going to prison. Now think back. Shady Pines. What?
Baby. Poor baby. This morning he was so full of life and now he looks just terrible.
Rose, honey, don't torture yourself. Now, baby is very, very old. Whenever one of...
Max, put the paintbrush down a minute. Taste this pizza. I want an absolutely honest opinion.
I'm dying.
Yeah?
It's gorgeous.
Yeah?
Perfection, like velvet in my mouth. A masterpiece.
Oh, Sophia, I have something to tell you.
Wait. Let me tell her. Sophia, we're out of business. I gambled the money away.
That's not true.
Well, I wish it wasn't. That's what happened. I'm sorry, Sophia.
I don't believe it. This is insane.
Calm down.
Calm down? Calm down.
Oh, that. New Year's Eve.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I remember. You and Dorothy were in New York, and I had planned to spend the evening alone. Of
course, that was before Blanche brought those two brothers home from the Rusty Anchor. How could you do this to me, Blanche? You knew I wanted to spend tonight alone.
Rose, nobody who says they want to be alone on New Year's Eve born to act. I've given some of my best performances on the stage.
And what about this little lady? I bet her daddy is very proud of her.
Oh, she doesn't have a daddy, do you, sweetheart?
Really? Well, she has a very talented mother.
How do you know?
I just saw her act.
Oh.
While I sleep.
Just set the table. I'm expecting Stan and his cousin any minute.
Oh, then this sauce is perfect. Well, maybe just a drop more disinfectant. There, I'm done.
Boy.
Don't prolong this. I know what car you drive.
The parade's over! Let's hear it for all the birthday boys and girls! But the fun's just about to begin, because now it's time...
Oh, well, the most wonderful thing happened. They found a donor. An excellent match. She was a retired Mormon school teacher.
Virginia's so lucky.
Oh, I'll say. That kidney was showroom new.
Right, I better change.
So, Ted, what brings you to Miami?
Oh, I'll grab any chance I can to spend some time with the greatest guy in the world.
My kid brother still looks up to me.
As well he should. After all,
Blanche, the miniseries.
When is old Lady Claxton's funeral? I want to pay my respects.
Pay your respects. I thought you hated her.
I did. But when a person dies, you go to their funeral to show the man upstairs you have respect for human life, no matter how wretched it was. Any idiot knows that. I knew that. See?
Ma, how would you like to go out to dinner tonight with Angela and me?
No.
Oh, come on, Ma. This isn't an easy time for any of us.
Forget it, Dorothy. I don't need her to be there for me. The shame is she wasn't there for Phil. When you wouldn't see me, you weren't seeing him.
Ma, either you're Italian as Rusty or he's the world's oldest hippie.
Can we just get started, please?
Prima bisogna ispazionare I lavoratori, Sofia.
First, we must inspect the workers.
Yes.
Don't trouble yourselves. I'll get it. How did you know your mother was cheating, Dorothy?
Because Mr. Feinbaum never walks around totally naked. He always wears a Boy Scout neckerchief. But never in the same place twice.
Swept up in the waves?
Yes, that's it. Can't use this towel.
Blanche, it's an emergency. We'll replace it next week.
Oh, no, you cannot replace this towel. There are too many fond memories attached to this towel.
Blanche, please, I am in no mood to hear about the parade of endless sexual encounters that you have experienced up and down the...
I actually enjoyed the story about your imaginary childhood friend, David, who lived in the oven. I had an imaginary friend, but he'd never tell me his name. It was during spring planting.
Rose, do you mind? Gloria's only staying for a week. I'd like to talk to her before she leaves.
So nice to see you again.
Oh, it's a pleasure. Now, you two can get reacquainted on the way. These are your tickets for the concert in the park. It starts in 15 minutes, so you better hurry up now. Bye. Have a good time.
Bye. Good night. I was never any good at blind dating. I always felt so awkward.
Oh, Dorothy, I have a surefire.
And Angela, where did you get this chicken?
The garage.
I guess this means no live entertainment with dessert.
Is sushi, raw fish, very good.
Whoops, that flew right out of my hand. That was delicious.
You know, Pussycat.
3, 2, 1. I can't believe
Oh, I hate him. God, do I hate him. Not only did he steal my necklace, but he betrayed my trust. Oh, please, God, let him get caught. Let him go to jail. Let him rot and die in some filthy cell with the rats gnawing at his eye.
Country's all about the daughter of immigrants who became the first member of her family to go to college. You made something of yourself.
Thanks, Ma.
Until you got knocked up in a back seat by a nobody. People didn't want you at their birthday parties, and they don't want you in their living rooms.
I thought this was a...
They lock us in our rooms and force us to look like we're having fun. Then they take pictures for their brochure.
Ma, you know that's not true. You'll have to excuse my mother. She recently had a stroke, and her perception is a little, distorted.
Oh, yeah. Come on, Blanche, we're gonna get you to bed. But it's my duty to the public. No, I must have it published. It's my duty. Oh, my God, I'm so tired. Oh, come on, you can sleep right here, honey. Tell me a story, Rose. That always puts me to sleep. It works every time. Just tell me one of your bones.
Come get him.
I got a date tonight and no jewelry to wear. Some scum's woman is wearing my mama's jewelry.
I wonder if jewelry comes from Jewish people. In Little Falls, the jeweler was Jewish. Jeweler, Jewish? I wonder if there's a connection. I think I have a good reason to be worried this time. Lily, I think you're trying to do too much by yourself.
I've never been one to depend on other people, Rose. You know that.
But this is different than you're not trying out for the track team at high school. You're trying to learn to cope with...
Rose, honey, can I borrow your golf gloves? I already packed mine.
Only if you promise not to move out.
I cannot promise that.
Then putt with bare hands.
Confront your father. Tell him how you feel. At least you'll have some kind of a relationship. Right now, you have nothing.
You know, Rose, I'm luckier than you because I had a father, a wonderful father whom I loved dearly. But right now, you have an opportunity I would give anything for it. Just to have 10 minutes more with Big Daddy. Oh, to hear that sweet old husky voice one.
Hey, I got an idea. You know, I'm feeling a little frisky. Did you ever make love in the out of doors?
Miles, no. Well, just once. Charlie and I went to St. Olaf's most romantic outdoor trysting place.
Didn't go out on Halloween. I was a wreck. But the year went by and no curse. Then the next year went by. No curse. Then finally, when I was 15, Mama took me to the doctor because I still didn't have the curse. And he said, Blanche, do you mean to tell me you still don't have your period? And I said, well, of course I have my period, you fool. I'm not a child. I've had my period.
Oh, Blanche, is everything all right?
Stephen's back with his old girlfriend.
Oh.
Are you okay?
Oh, yeah, I'm fine. I guess I learned a little bit about missed opportunities and how sometimes you have to take chances. But all is not lost. I met a new man in the next bed. Natural.
As natural as a man can look, wearing a black teddy.
It's a beautiful teddy. I think more men should be buried in teddies.
Let me keep my room, and I have an interview with McDonald's today. If I can see over the counter, I'm their new fry girl.
Rose, what happened?
My brakes went out, and the car wouldn't stop.
Oh.
My whole life flashed before my eyes, and the Neuterflocken twins played a...
Morning.
Good morning, Rebecca.
I got up early and did some research. There's a sperm bank not far from here.
How convenient.
No kidding, do they have a drive-up?
Your purse.
You just be careful, son. There is a long list of men who bear the scars of trying the wrong thing at the wrong time with me. Scars, I might add, that are not visible to the general public.
I thought you might have a piece of gum.
Oh,
It's like making love in an airplane lavatory. When you know it's wrong because the guy you're with really should be at the controls. Well, it's just an example. Who are you to judge me?
Not like this before. I was one of the smartest people in St. Olaf. I was a fool to think we could have a relationship. Please apologize to him for me. I'd do it, but it would just sound stupid.
What to do about Al?
No, I'm just as confused as ever.
Rosa, impedisci il lavoro con I tuoi problemi, capisci?
Vincenzo says he thinks he has a solution to your problem.
Really? Well, translate for me, Sophia.
Well, I'm a little bit rusty, but I think he said, picture it.
Sis, my arms around Mother Nature and giving her a big kiss. Hi, you must be Dorothy.
And you must be Mrs. Rogers.
No, but we have a Mrs. Rogers at the Grief Center. Oh, and there's a Mrs. Rogers lives across the street. And then, of course, there's Dale Evans, the most famous Mrs. Rogers of them all.
Who is it?
Sagalangelo.
Oh. Come in.
Dorothy.
Pathetic question.
Oh, sure.
Okay. Let's say that you make Miles a batch of your delicious creamy cupcakes, and he loves them so much that he wants you to make them all the time.
Miles does have a sweet tooth.
But let's say that even though he loves your cupcake...
Fake? I'm not a fake. Mrs. Nyland, ever since I was a little boy, I wanted to be on TV. Do you know what that's like for a Hispanic kid? Who were my role models? Zorro and Ricky Ricardo. A gay caballero and a man who couldn't recognize his own wife in a fake mustache.
Go on, Dorothy.
Officer, if I could see you for just a moment, I'm sure that we could settle this matter to your satisfaction.
Forget it. I happen to be a married man. All right, all of you downtown, let's go. We're moving now.
Officer, you really don't understand. We were on our way to see Mr. Burt Reynolds.
Don't you dare drag Bert's good...
That hot plate, Sophia. We'll go to the DA. I think we've got enough evidence to get these charges dropped.
Oh, Ma, I am so proud of you. Now, honey, if you could just remember where you left the hot plate.
I used it recently. Think, Sophia, think.
What's that smell?
My God.
Oh, pussycat, you better get some sleep. The big fight's tomorrow.
Words that have echoed from mother to daughter since time began.
Okay, so I don't turn a phrase like Harriet Nelson. You still better get some sleep.
I can't, Ma. I'm too nervous.
About the money?
No, Ma. I'm
around the world with him.
Sophia, did Vincenzo really say all that? Of course not. He's a carpenter. I'm a philosopher. He said he wants everyone out of the garage until the work is completed.
But why?
Because to an old guy with cataracts, you two look like Swedish stewardesses.
Certainly explains the feeling of being right all the time. What is it?
173.
I don't know if you know this, but a burro can find his way back home.
Have fun shopping, Rose.
Oh, I'll be back. It must have just been the excitement of the moment. But they said the only way to prevent the eruption was for me to crawl through their legs up the volcano while they gave me my birthday wax. Well, and you're not going to believe this. It turns out...
Trim the hedges, mow the lawn, paint the patio furniture, wash the windows, clean out the garage, scrub the denture cup.
I added that. I hate doing it.
Well, the night you can't go alone.
We'll all go.
Ah!
What are we screaming at?
I'm not sure, Dorothy.
The mouse! The mouse! Rose, you promised that you'd get rid of it.
Oh, I'm sorry, Dorothy. I tried to reason with him, but he just didn't seem to understand why you had to leave. I thought I had him convinced, but at the last one...
That's correct.
For another 100 points, who is the current Secretary of State? Willard.
Charles Schultz.
He created...
He's not dead, but he'll wish he was when those two barge in on him.
Who is he?
His name is Al.
No, I mean, what's he do?
He imports diamonds.
Oh, damn, I hope he's not dead.
He bought the farm.
What farm?
The foreclosure.
Stan, I'm confused. Is this true? Doc, we're both men. Let's not do this to each other. Stanley. Okay, I lied. But so what? You never have?
Only once, Stanley. The night I told you it was good for me, too.
And you said she didn't have a sense of humor.
Everything I need. Coconut, eggs, unbleached flour, rum.
Oh, you making a rum cake?
No.
Gee, I love to bake. Back in St. Olaf, I always baked our birthday cakes. Charlie loved them. I remember the last cake I baked in St. Olaf. It was kind of different.
Leaving you was the toughest thing that I ever did.
Yeah. I was quite a dish back then.
Longest legs of any girl in the village.
Dorothy, let me out of here right now.
There's only one... Ma, you put Buzz Aldrin's head on Neil Armstrong's body.
I did?
Yes, Ma, you did.
I'm so ashamed. I wouldn't blame you if you sent me to bed.
You deserve to win.
But you lied. Oh, I'm not going through with this. I can't go back to my hometown and do something that's against everything I stand for. I'm going to call St. Olaf and tell them we're not coming. Driver, you stop at the first phone.
Relax, Sophia. It's just a piece of property where Dorothy and I talked about retiring someday.
Wait a minute, Stan. I can't sign this now.
Oh, come on, babe. I thought everything was agreed.
But this has to be signed in front of a notary public. And don't call me babe.
Darn. Can you meet me in the notaries tomorrow?
But do I have a choice?
You're beautiful.
Hello? The honeymoon is over. We're back.
Don't let Ma know I have been smoking. She will kill me. Ma!
Dorothy!
What was that for?
You've been smoking.
I have not.
Then you've been smoking.
No, I haven't.
I looked down. There was a midget. It turns out that his name was Pee-wee Bonbonzi. And he was fleeing from the mob. Well, for the next few days, we ate together, laughed together, and went for short walks in circles.
To the French Club. But you know, for the last 15 years, I've been asking myself, is that enough? And about a week ago, I answered myself with a big fat no.
Good for you, Isaac. It takes a special man to talk to himself like that.
Well, merci. That's French for thank you.
Left office with the highest popularity rating since FDR. He was more popular than Tammy Bacon or Maybelline convention.
I can't believe it. How on earth did he get here?
You know how Alfonso kept talking about his old vaudeville partner? It turns out it was Bob Hope. Isn't that a kick?
Is a real live cowboy.
Morty Fishbein is a real live cowboy.
He's from Amarillo, Texas. He was the Grand Marshal of the B'nai B'rith Rodeo for 3 years straight. Who better to go with to a barbecue? My gosh, you're right. That is the best thing I have ever tasted.
Oh, this is delicious.
Hey, give me a break. You can't smell that from the hall.
Ever loved. Now he's gone.
I'd like to have the music box.
No.
Fine.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Walk out, just like the last time.
What are you talking about?
You didn't even say goodbye. I woke up one morning and you...
But to the rest of the world, it was better known as the Yalta Conference.
You expect me to buy that? Look, the only reason I came over here was so you wouldn't cause a scene at the chow wagon when I fired you.
Fired us?
You heard me. And no story you can...
Ma, will you knock it off?
What?
What? We've been washing glasses for 10 minutes. We finished 3.
So what's the...
Don't be ridiculous. I don't treat you like one. Ooh, here's $10. Go take your grandmother to see The Journey of Natty Gann.
Shut up and take the money. The hell with the movie. We'll double our money at the track, have a nice lunch in the park, and goof on bums.
Michael seems like...
Oh, yes, of course, the trout. And you, sir.
I'll just have a glass of water. I ate before we came.
All right, that's 1 bottled water.
No. That's a tap water. I have a chlorine deficiency.
Miles, what is going on?
Got sidetracked. Look.
This is what you've been doing for the past 45 minutes.
Isn't he cute? I call him Scotty.
Now you can call him garbage.
Dorothy, please hang in there a little while longer, and Angelo will be on a plane headed for Brooklyn.
Wish I'd taken my raincoat.
Why?
We had a pig once. All the male pigs loved her. Oh, she was very beautiful. And she got pregnant, and we never knew who the father was.
Oh, my God, Rose, what did you do on Father's Day?
Here we go. Week of the 7th. Let's see.
Who was it?
Blanche?
Small incision below the collarbone. Make a little pocket for the pacemaker under the muscle. Then feed a tiny wire through the vein and into the heart. Then the pacemaker gives little electric shocks to the valve, which regulates the heartbeat.
You mean you're gonna cut into me?
You did know that.
Won't that leave a scar?
2 inches tops.
Oh, I'm sorry, but I can't have the one who knew she wasn't feeling well, yet I insisted she go to that old reunion. Oh, how can I be so self-centered? I couldn't even hear her cry for help. Oh, all I ever think about is me. Me.
Blanche, we all knew she wasn't feeling well.
Do you mind? I'm talking about me.
Blanche, listen to me. All we can do for Rose now...
Read, Rose, don't talk. I must publish a guide to go with my book. It's too full of references people could not possibly understand. It will be taught in universities. Well, didn't the phone scare you?
Well, of course it did. One of those times I really miss having a man around. They're so good at answering the phone in the middle of the night.
That's not all they're good at.
And when they're really good, you don't even hear the phone.
Ma.
And this is my friend Blanche.
Hello, you all. I have had such a great time here that I would like to express my appreciation to Premier Gorbachev on this special day. Happy birthday. Well, how was lunch?
Blanche, I don't know how the woman does it. The herring was not only delicious, but it looked happy.
Oh. Well, Caroline, did you tell your daddy about your little talk with Rose? Dorothy. Dorothy.
Well, that's that. Let's eat. I'm starved.
I understand.
No, you don't.
we start out with a tour of the house, and later on we'll sit down and go over that application you filled out.
Oh, wonderful. Oh, your house is just breathtaking.
I know.
You said it looked like a dump from the outside.
They're going to Hawaii for a second honeymoon.
Well, sounds like they're trying to work it out. Why are you upset?
Don't you listen, she has cellulite.
Those are dimples.
Dimples are on these cheeks.
I am upset because while there's
two.
Oh, well, my sister Charmaine was insanely jealous of me from the time I was a gorgeous little infant. See, she was 1 year ahead of me in school, and we used to compete for everything. But there was one thing that Charmaine did excel at: cheerleading. Now,
Cool it gets here this time of year.
No, you picked the right time to visit. Another month, it would be very humid.
You don't know humid till you've been in St. Louis in mid-August.
Now, I hear it gets very, very humid there, especially in mid-August.
Incredibly humid and it's hot, sticky.
Why the hell are you marrying my son?
So nice to see you again.
oh, it's a pleasure. Now, you two can get reacquainted on the way. These are your tickets for the concert in the park. It starts in 15 minutes, so you better hurry up now. Bye. Have a good time.
Bye.
Good night. I was never any good at blind dating. I always felt so awkward.
Oh, Dorothy, I have a surefire.
What's wrong? The week's receipts. I lost them on a horse.
You what?
I got a tip. It was supposed to be a sure thing.
I don't believe it. That means we're out of business. We're through.
So's my marriage. When Sophia finds out about it, she'll put me out on the street. Max, I'm sorry.
Coffee will be ready in a minute.
I don't think my mother was planning on using the suntan lotion on the chicken. What do you mean you've made that mistake before?
President Bush is coming to dedicate the new senior citizen center down the street. The motorcade goes right by here.
So?
So, all the neighbors on the block will be out on their lawns. It'll be 100 degrees out.
One day soon, Mrs. Blanche Devereaux were to become Mrs. Blanche Devereaux.
I'll alert the mailman. And those look like Blanche's red shoes.
And aren't they her diamond earrings and gold bracelet?
That little floozy stole Blanche's clothes.
It's like having Agatha Christie right here in our kitchen.
Thank you for a lovely afternoon, Gary. I hope I see you again real soon.
You can count on it.
Bye, Gary. Well, you and Gary certainly seem to have hit it off.
Well, why shouldn't we? The man's perfect. He only owns the most successful chain of funeral homes in Greater Miami.
Okay, boys and girls, it's time to learn about our special word. Kolak, tell us what today's special word is.
Spratnik.
The word for today is hot. Hot has a lot of meaning.
This is terrible news indeed, but it is good luck for all of us that we ran into each other. It so happens I know a shortcut to the palace.
Oh, really?
Yes, through my den. There's a service entrance in the rear.
Oh, thank you.
Fox.
Thank you so much.
We'll never forget this.
We're missing people. People who are happy. People who are in love. People who are towing my car away.
Oh, I'd loan you my auto club card, but it's really expired.
You know, maybe you're right. Maybe I can't help. You need professional help. And I hope someday you get it.
Don't you think I'm...
Or two, my best friend, Claire Osterhaus's husband, was in the army and stationed in France. Well, 5 months after he left St. Olaf, she got pregnant. A lot of people thought she was fooling around, but she told me that sperm must...
Promise? Why don't you ask me to sign it in blood? What happened to trust? You don't want me to drive a car? Fine. But don't ask me to promise. Don't humiliate me. Leave me with what little dignity I have left.
Mom, I'm sorry, honey. Of course I trust you.
Like how to earn a living, how to pay the rent, how to be courteous to your Friday night mistake on Saturday morning. I still have to work on that last one myself.
Why does it have to be so hard?
The hardest part for me was explaining to my Kirsten the difference between...
Most upsetting thing you have ever done. I am shocked. I am disappointed. I am speechless.
We're getting married.
I now pronounce you man and wife. You may kiss the bride.
Boom, 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 boom. Mr. Sandman,
Yes?
bring me a dream.
Didn't cancel.
Oh, Blanche, you can't.
Well, but it isn't fair. He should have told me he was disabled.
Yeah, what a great icebreaker.
Well, if I have to go, you know what I could do? I could take a chaperone. That way I'll avoid any awkward situations. Dorothy, you could be...
You won out. I figured you would. I overheard Blanche telling the other girls last night that you got all the brains, charm, and sex appeal, while your twin brother Rob the Slob batted a big fat 0.
Hey, Rob, I'm ready. Let's go.
You're Rob? Hi, Blanche.
Mr. Yamamoto from the school district. I'm so sorry. I thought you were the man Dorothy's having the affair with. I mean, the man Dorothy said he's always so fair with her. Of course, I would expect you to be fair and polite.
Well, then why not look for a more challenging position?
You know, I did hear something about an opening for a weekend news reporter. Oh, what am I talking about? I don't have any experience.
You don't need experience. You've got the one thing every TV reporter needs. Hair that doesn't move.
But look, Rose, to tell you the truth, it just wasn't the swell time I had in mind. But look, I'm starting to get a little suspicious. There's somebody else, isn't there?
Will drop dead.
What I mean, Rose, is that if you decide to raise this child, I think I'd like to help you.
Really?
Now, wait a minute, girls. If you both feel you want to raise this child, why, I might even consider it myself.
But I thought you said you didn't want to be a mother again.
But I meant by myself. As long as...
Walking around saying, how does she do it? Ma, you're cut off.
I had to see you this.
Dorothy hates me.
Oh, Blanche, that's not true.
Oh, yes, it is. And I hate her right back double. Now get me some cream.
Morning, Dorothy. Blanche and I were just having some coffee. Would you care to join us?
Frankly, Rose, I would rather use Willie Nelson. No, I meant that for $10,000, I might try my hand at lyric writing. I mean, maybe we could, team up.
You mean music by Rose Nyland, lyrics by Dorothy's Bornat?
Well, why not? I mean, we could be the next Rodgers and Hammerstein, the next Simon and Garfunkel.
Well, it's none of your business. That woman was a saint. Gigolo.
Is there something wrong here?
Oh, that woman is impossible.
The man is a cretin.
Dorothy? Miles? Dorothy? Dorothy, I know what you're going through. I smoked for years.
You smoke? Rose, that's like finding out Lassie was an alcoholic.
Lassie was an alcoholic? That explains why she always tipped to one side when she waved goodbye to Tim.
Wait, aren't you Mrs. Gonzalez? Spanish 101?
See?
Hi, Larry Tucker. You know, I was always afraid to tell you this when I was in your class, but I had a huge crush on you back then.
Why didn't you ever do anything about it?
Mrs. Gonzalez, you were my teacher.
Audit people. It doesn't mean there's a problem.
There's a problem.
Oh, that's too bad. Pass the meatballs.
Dorothy, I take total blame for this. I know it's a bummer, but no matter what comes down, we're in this together, babe. Of course, I won't know until we actually reconstruct our finances, but the way I figure it, we'd probably have to pay a small fee.
Well, that doesn't sound so bad.
Unless we get...
He was here illegally. You can't blame yourself. You just have to have a little trust in the justice system.
Now, that's easy for you to say, Rose. You're not the one who's responsible for what happened to the kid.
Well, I know just how Dorothy feels. Now, when I was a young girl, I witnessed a horse theft on my granddaddy's plantation. Well, I screamed for help. My granddaddy...
Vivian meet Sue Ann Niven.
I said, no, it's the other way around. I'm playing the vamp. Betty's playing the nitwit. She said, oh, no, that's very interesting. The next thing I know...
Dorothy, I really need you there. I need your shoulder in case he takes his away.
Oh, all right, I'll go. Ma, where are my dancing shoes?
In the Smithsonian, right next to Fred Astaire's. How the hell would I know?
Head out the window. And you look to the extreme left, and what do you see?
Two guys beating up an old lady.
Yes, sir.
The ocean?
Ta-da! I rest my case.
Now, wait. You call that an ocean view? You have to be a contortionist to see.
Hey!
At 20, a man is at his peak, and a woman in her 40s is also at her peak. So when the two come together, hot damn!
Lorraine, if you want a young man, fine. Just make it a young black man. Why, I could name 10.
Isn't it wonderful? What do you think?
Looks like a bathroom.
A bathroom that works, and you were so sure that we couldn't do it ourselves. Watch, girls, come on. 1, 2, 3.
Tender and compassionate, kindly and sympathetic and caring and understanding.
Stop battling your yuts. I'll do it. Picture it, Sicily, 1852.
Ma, I am in no mood, and besides, you weren't alive in 1850. Oh, my revenge will be to make John feel as bad as he made me feel. I want him to see me, see my life, so he'll know exactly what he missed.
She doesn't know a whole lot about revenge, does she?
I'm dancing as fast as I can, Dorothy. Hey, I did a dumb thing and I feel terrible. What else do you want me to say?
At least it was a start. You can also tell me again how everything is going to work out just fine.
Everything is going to work out just fine. All the kid has to do is step into that ring tomorrow, and we'll make our money back.
Oh, Dorothy.
Dorothy, you're sleeping with a liar.
Don't worry about it, Rose. Most of the people I've slept with were liars. Good night.
Dorothy, a lie is like a
dress business. Oh, there is nothing to settle. Now, I am wearing this dress, Dorothy. It deserves to be displayed on a devastatingly beautiful body.
Who are you going to send it to? Kim Basinger?
And what is that supposed to mean?
Why don't you think about it while you're inhaling?
How is that possible? Another man showed up?
What I mean is, I had never seen a man before.
A man? There must be a support group for people like me.
We're sorry, Dorothy, but the bylaws clearly state that any derogatory remarks about the king are grounds for immediate expulsion.
Maybe you ought to join an organization that is a little less fanatical in its bar. Well, then the hell with you and your oversexed boyfriend, Dorothy Zbornak. I'm just glad that little Mei Ling's coming out party was ruined.
Who?
And I'm glad that Elliot is bonging every woman at your country club.
Well, I want everybody there for my moment of triumph, and it'll be a lot of fun.
Fun? Don't you understand? They will be there together.
But Blanche, they're here together.
Well, Dorothy, that's different. We're talking about going out in public. Oh, what are people going to say?
Probably nothing we haven't heard before.
Oh, Clay, I was just telling... I need something to eat.
What, didn't you just have dinner?
Oh, I couldn't eat. I was just too stunned.
What are you going to do, Blanche?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, it's not as if she were my daughter.
Talk about.
Oh, that's my favorite lie.
Dorothy, you'll be sorry.
Oh, Ma, come on. We liked each other. He's a funny, warm, giving man. He made me laugh. I am seeing him.
All right, go ahead, meet your adulterer. But remember, you were brought up a lady. Keep both your feet on the floor. And sex.
Obviously, you fell off the wagon.
And on to a naval base.
It was just after I'd lost George, and it just seemed an appropriate thing to do.
Of course it did. And your husband had just died.
So what?
Pardon?
You stop that.
You know something? I am having a real problem with your attitude.
Oh, really? Well, you can all just kiss my attitude.
Well, you wouldn't let me get the melon ball, so I improvised.
Look, there's Angelo. Turn the sound up, quick.
As you can see, the bugs are really big, and when I spray them, they appear to be laughing at us.
The question all Miami is asking is, who would make people live under these conditions? We have learned this vermin-infested squalor is owned by Baked Potato Opener King Stamp...
Louder next time, my heart's still beating.
Oh, I'm sorry. We thought you were Mario.
You'll have to scream louder than that if you're gonna kill him.
Hi, everybody. What's going on?
Oh, Ma.
Will you come with me for moral support?
Not tonight, Rose. No, I want to get to bed early, curl up with a good book.
That's all you ever do.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is, Dorothy. That's all you've done lately, and it's pathetic. What's even more pathetic is that I've been home to watch.
Made that the theme of the party. We all dressed as Vikings with helmets and spears. And we all crowded into her little room up over the barn. And she walked in and lit a candle. And we yelled, "Surprise!" And she dropped dead right there.
I've only got tonight.
Okay, but I don't want you to stand out in that outfit. I'll go change into something plaid. Hi, girls. I can't believe I'm going to meet the President of the United States. Oh, if I say something stupid, I'll die.
Can we make a donation in lieu of flowers?
Dorothy, you're not still planning on saying all those things to the president, are you?
Oh, absolutely. When he comes through that door, I am ready for him. Read my lips.
You down at the bottom in itty-bitty tights.
Our ad in yesterday's paper should have read, Sitwell cortisone salve prevents hemorrhoids, not presents hemorrhoids.
Below that. Oh, nobody's ever going to even see it. Everybody's going to still think I'm 68.
And dead. Why does she keep...
I was trying to drive a wedge between you because I didn't want to be left alone, but I'm ashamed of that now. So, I'm not going to oppose this union. I'm going to celebrate it. I'm going to lift a glass to it. I'm going to ask God to bless it.
That's not what I meant, exactly.
No, she's going to the Bahamas with the college interviewer she met this afternoon.
Hi, Rose. Tell me, did you get a chance to play around with those lyrics I gave you?
Yeah, listen to this.
Hey, that sounds great. Let's take it from the top.
From the top. Oh, that sounds so new, miserable, low-down piece of Yankee slime.
Blanche, I sense some hostility towards me.
How'd you like to sense a coconut upside your head?
Blanche, get a hold of yourself.
I don't want to get a hold of myself. They invite us to go out on a boat, then they sail us right out in the middle of a storm. We end up shipwrecked on the...
Never got a letter.
She never sent it. She forgets.
I don't forget anything.
Hi, Angela.
Hi, Blanche.
No, honey, I'm Blanche.
Doesn't that make it confusing, having two Blanches in the same house?
And Angela, honey, wouldn't you like to lie down? You've had a long trip.
I don't want to lie down. I just got here.
Oh, I always get tired after a long friends. Please forgive me. It wasn't my fault. My cousins have been marrying each other for generations. I'm
Everybody, this is Fidel Santiago.
How do you do? Very nice to meet you.
It is always a pleasure to meet beautiful ladies such as yourself.
with that, too. Anyway, when Harry really got lazy, Dad had to bring in Mr. Hoffenheisen to spread the seed. He did it in the most unusual way. He'd put on this really long rubber glove.
I'm glad to hear it.
Would you care to dance?
Oh, I don't think so.
Oh. I'm usually not this forward, but Glenn Miller has such an effect on me. You don't like Glenn Miller, do you?
Oh, are you kidding? I was in the search party. Let's dance.
Perfect man. Everyone seems so ordinary after Charlie.
Honey, it's just for dinner, and Charles would want you to eat.
Oh, Rose, be a friend. If you don't go, I can't go.
I know I'm going to regret this, and I know I'm going to have a miserable time, but I'll go.
Oh, that's the spirit. I'll go call the boys.
We'll look into this first thing Monday morning.
It can't wait.
You're right. We'll do something immediately. We'll fill out a form. Must be one in here somewhere. It's okay. Sexual discrimination, sexual education, sexual harassment. Okay.
I'm not going.
Dorothy, your daughter's getting married.
I cannot be in the same room with him. I know I'll do something crazy and just ruin the whole wedding.
Blanche and I'll be right beside you. Nothing can happen.
I cannot do it.
All right, I've heard enough. We are talking about your daughter's wedding, Dorothy Zbornak. Now you get on your feet, get out that...
Mauli go माझी mauli, mauli go माझी mauli, mauli go माझी mauli, mauli go माझी mauli. आई शिंगारी गो नटली माझी कबीरा माऊली, mauli go माझी mauli, mauli go माझी mauli. आई शिंगारी गो नटली माझी शिवाई माऊली, mauli go माझी mauli, mauli go माझी mauli. इता दर्शन माऊली भक्त जनांची चिंता गी घरली, इता दर्शन माऊली भक्त जनांची चिंता गी घरली. आगो माऊली गो माझी माऊली, खार पाड्याची शिवाई माऊली, आग कारल्याची माझी माऊली, आगरी कोल्यांची एकविरा माऊली. नवरात्रीला तुझा उत्सव सजला, नवरात्रीला उत्सव सजला, गाव लोक जमला तुझे दाराला, गाव लोक जमला तुझे दाराला. वर खाल पैद्या गो तुझे देवलाला, भगवा झेंडा डोलते तुझे कळसाला. आई युवराज कार्मिक भक्ती भावाने तुला वंदन गो करी, आई माऊलीचा उदो उदो. अगो माऊली गो माझी माऊली, आगरी कोल्यांची एकविरा माऊली, अगो माऊली गो माझी माऊली, खार पाड्या भक्तांच्या हाकेला धावून येते,
भक्तांच्या हाकेला धावून येते,
संकटी आम्हाला तारून नेते,
संकटी आम्हाला तारून नेते.
हे म्हणतात भगत तुझा लेकर भोळा, नव दिवस रात लागतो तुझ्या सेवेला, करतोय नवनी आई कृपा तुझी राहो आमच्या गावावरी.
आई माऊलीचा उदो उदो,
अगो माऊली गो माझी माऊली, आगरी खोल्याची एक वीरा माऊली.
अगो माऊली गो माझी माऊली, खार पाड्याची शिवाई माऊली.
आई शिंगारी गोनटली माझी एक वीरा माऊली.
माऊली गो माझी माऊली, माऊली गो माझी माऊली.
घेता दर्शन माऊली भक्त जनांची चिंता घे घरली, घेता दर्शन माऊली भक्त जनांची चिंता घे घरली.
अगो माऊली गो माझी माऊली,